All in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't serving, you just an urban myth. Every day, get ride around Queens on the jet ski, it's me. Every day, get to the day I die. Every day, get man, I that and I that bouncing up and down. Nearly broke. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Steelers going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only the controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go. 1-9, Ohio.
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Goes underneath for Bell. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Get ready. Way 90. Way 90.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Let's go.
2nd down, Bridgewater. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him a gain of 37. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Let's go. Tiger.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Undercrunch.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
Okay, folks, we got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. Blue 58.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Get ready. Way 90. Hey. Way 90.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Get ready. Wide in. Hey.
Out of pass away to his... And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. 5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Two times. Tagger. Sit.
They'll try to run with McKinnon. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on first and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
Double tight. Let's go. Way 90.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Sit. Little 58. Sit.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Ohio, come on, let's go. Flex round.
On the give, this is their fullback. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
And that was a good collision right there. And I know this as a former defender. If you're playing linebacker, you're going through a checklist on every play on who you think's going to get the ball and where you think the ball's going to go. Rarely do you expect the fullback position to get it. And on that play he did. So you've got to steel yourself at that point because the contact is going to be strong.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go. Ohio.
On play action, it's Dobbs. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Check nickel. Here we go.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs, eluding the pressure right. They've got his man complete. The 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play on 3rd there for the Steelers. 61 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
No. Come on.
Out of the pistol, it's Bell.
Run.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. And the D looking like they may blitz.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down. Here we go. Grand 38. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Flex round. Flex round.
second down. Dobbs. This is Bell on the dump off. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Flex round! Here we go!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Right there! All day, baby! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Tight is right.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Ohio!
They'll try again with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? 15 yards there on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Williamson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
We got 4 down, 4 down.
Bridgewater now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And this is caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he knocks it through. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Flex round.
36, 36.
Check 30.
down, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Fights through, and now a crease. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two short. The 30. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Tiger! 2 jet! 2 jet! 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right.
Let's go! Way 90!
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
3 down. 3 down.
Come on, let's go!
It's moved him and over. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Check number 19. Check number 19.
Let's go! Blue 58.
Check butt set. Check butt set.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Tight end left. Tight end left.
Tiger! 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 Ahead!
from the gun, Bridgewater. And the third down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right on the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Let's round!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. A spin, and he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
Run! Woo! Yeah, baby! Yeah! Flex right!
Hey, check 24, check 24.
Here we go! 190! Right there, 54. 190! I'm coming!
2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this.
Come on, let's go!
Dobbs now on second down. Steps away. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go! Flex round!
Check, watch 54,
To throw is Dobbs. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Simmons. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Flex round! Ohio! Here we go!
Now a first down carry by Bell. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Ohio! Flex round! Come on, let's go! 190! Flex round!
Now Dobbs. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he has got it. from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front seven. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. On play action, it's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Get ready! 180!
Hey, check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Dobbs is throwing. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Ohio! Flex round!
Mike 54.
Ohio!
Off the play fake. Here's Dobbs. Looking for the ends. And this is caught. It's Bryant. And it's a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 29 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Check three. Here they come. Hot.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Touchdown!
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Man left.
Set!
Bridgewater on first down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown.
Terrific. Touchdown. I know we've got a game now.
Yeah, I think anytime you go into the second half down just 1 or 2 scores, you feel not where you want to be, but in a pretty good spot.
And I think for most teams, when they go into the half in this situation, it's not a lot of adjusting going on. It's much more, all right, guys, let's just play a little bit better than we did in the first half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. Let's go. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And to give this time to the tailback, and he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Hey, we got three down.
To throw, Bridgewater. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down at the 32-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
Force.
Kill.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ohio!
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Oh, the spin. That good for 22 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Let's go! Four down.
In motion right is Bryant. Again, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Come on, let's go! Flex round!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now out comes Minnesota. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. Still going. And he'll be knocked down sideways. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in the first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Double tight, double tight.
Get ready! Wide in! We got 3, we got 3, we got 3.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go! Wide 80! Wide 80!
3 down.
2 jet!
Halfback sent in motion.
Check 49, check 49.
Hey!
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. And Antonio Brown yet to get back on his feet. Apparently shaking up that last play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Black round! Black round!
You got tight right there.
Let's go! Ohio!
Now a handoff. Running left is Bell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Ohio! Ohio!
Watch the whip. Come on, baby, let's go. Get
Let's
excited.
go! Ohio! Ohio!
Out of the gun, Dobbs. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Come on!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead.
Touchdown, baby.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Watch tight, watch
Sense
tight.
of urgency has to
Tight and
take
right,
over
tight
for
and
them
right.
here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way,
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Aldon Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Ringo.
Tiger! Tiger! Let's go! Way 90!
Up, guys.
Way 90!
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
well, it's apparent that these guys are getting after it right from the opening kickoff. They roll right downfield and score on their first possession. And here on defense, back-to-back sacks. Someone is ready to play.
3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a
Get
response.
ready! Blue 58!
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Slam.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. And taken right at the 35. Oh, nice move at midfield. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit. Even though I'm not rooting for either team, that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Let's go! 190! Flex round! Here we go! Round 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Wide!
Now Dobbs. Flush to his right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Yeah, he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Let's go!
On third down, here's Bell. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a fourth down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
To throw is Bridgewater. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And now out come the Steelers. And I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position, maybe. Turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Let's go! Flex round! Let's flex round! Flex round!
The slot man in motion right. They'll give this to Bell running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Oh, and now he bowls him over. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Here we go! 1, 9, let's go! 38!
Take the edge. Go, go.
first down. Dobbs to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
On play action, it's Dobbs. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt that they have to ride all the way to the finish. The strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Second down, Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Come on, let's go!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
What's tight? Tight is right.
Let's go! What? 90! What?
4 down, check, 4 down.
Now Bell. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here's Dobbs to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. This offense so far on third down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw Dobbs. Eluding the pressure. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Joshua Dobbs with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Throwing, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, and looks like right at the 15. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Get ready.
The 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hodges. Give him 30 yards there. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know there's going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
10 more there and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Going to throw right side here, complete. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it then.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Bud Dupree in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Play action now. Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Get ready. Wait, 90. Fourth.
Hey, keep it up.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Come on.
Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And some room to roam now. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. So they're operating in the red zone.
Ohio. Let's go, Ohio.
Dobbs looking to throw on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning.
You better talk to your boy. Have him protected.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Let's go. Go ahead. White 90. You can't stop me. White 90. Flex round. Ohio.
Check it out, read.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go.
To throw is Dobbs. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he is knocked down from the side at the 21-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once who got huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Bridgewater now on second down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
You got him.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Second down, Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Get ready!
Play fake. Bridgewater. Now he'll escape to his right. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Stephon Tuitt. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
180. 2 jet.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man complete. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be first down Vikings.
And they pick up the first down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. They'll give him a yard on the play. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And it'll be second down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Set. Wait, 90.
Hey. Got three there.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game.
Let's go.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a...
Myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. Ride to my dog sitting in jail. On the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum.
never